Welcome to Sixers Talk Now, where we gonna talk some Sixers now. Joel Embiid is an absolute animal. Like, I feel like everybody knows it, but I feel like I need to say it too. Joel Embiid is an animal. He is a special, special talent. Last year, if you ask me, he got robbed from the MVP, but I do get it. I said in my last video about Ben Simmons, the best ability is availability. And last year, Jokic was more available than Joel Embiid. Like, it is what it is. But if you're just talking about the things he does on the floor, when he was on the floor, I think he was undoubtedly the MVP of last year. I think he's undoubtedly the MVP this year. And quite frankly, I think he's the best player in the NBA. What makes Joel Embiid the best player in the NBA, in my opinion, it's not just a statistical thing. Like, yes, you know, he's at the top of the league in scoring, and he's also going to get you 12 rebounds. He's going to block a couple of shots, but it's how he gets it, right? It's how he does his work. Joel Embiid has got himself to a point where he can score at all three levels. Back to the basket, I got that, right? Face up in the mid post, I got that. The three-point shot off of pick and pops, I got that. His ability to now create off the dribble, right? Like face up, jab, 1-2 dribbles, you know what I'm saying? Fade away jump shot. I got that in my bag. Can I draw fouls and get it at the free throw line? I got that in my bag. He's shooting, 10 free throws a game or whatever it is. Joel Embiid can do it in so many different ways. And he continues to add to his game every single year. Like this year, the man is now at a point where he has the ability to get a rebound, and now he can start to break. And that's an incredibly valuable thing. Like, when you have a guy who can get the rebound and start the break on his own, and now you can have your guards going up the floor, you can advance the ball to a guard and to a playmaker versus having to find a guard and then rim run. Like, that opens up the offense in a whole new way. And we're seeing that this year as Sixers fans. Like, when you have Maxey who can just sprint up the floor and spot up, when Toby can just sprint up the floor, when Thibault and Harden can just get up the floor and spot up and be ready to create because Embiid is able to get it and go. That's a whole new element, man. That's a whole new level of that Joel Embiid has been able to take his game. He's always been able to score the ball inside, but to see him do it at different levels is incredible. To see how his handle has developed is incredible. And all of that is before we even talk about the defensive side. Joel Embiid is a dog on defense. A lot of people talk about the block shots, but it's also the way he alters shots. Just by being in the paint, he has guys double pumping. He has guys taking tough reverses. He has guys settling for 12, 10-foot floaters instead of getting all the way to the rack. He does block shots. He gets his hand on passes. And his help defense has improved. Like, he was often a guy in the past, if you ask me. I don't want to say that he didn't always give his best effort on defense, because I don't think that's it at all. But Joel Embiid, one of his biggest knocks has been that he's often coming into the year out of shape. Right, like he's often having to work himself into shape, and I feel like we haven't really quite seen an in shape Embiid until this year, and I feel like it's made a huge difference. He seems much more active defensively in pick and roll defense. He seems much more active in help defense, and I think that's all a credit to the conditioning he did. I feel like not having Ben Simmons coming into this year, and there were always reports about tension between those two. Joel Embiid always said it was not a big deal, but I feel like Joel Embiid coming into this year without Ben, I feel like he felt like he had something to prove. I feel like he had an additional chip on his shoulder, and that drove him to not just continue to expand his offensive arsenal, but to get in shape. And an in shape, healthy Joel Embiid is scary, man. Like, the way he's able to bink from the block, but still have the touch from 3-point range, it's scary, man. And him and James Harden in the pick and roll is absolutely deadly. It's incredible. So not just his ability to score, but the way he's able to score, the way he's added to his game, being able to push the break off of rebounds, being able to handle the ball, being able to draw fouls, knock down mid-range shot, 3-point shots, the way he's defending, the way he's in help defense, pick and roll defense, blocking shots, and just being available. I mean, Joel Embiid got the juice right now. I feel like it's easy to kind of say he's not the best in the league because it's no longer a big man's game. Like, son, if this was early 2000s, late 90s, like, there would be no question who the best player in the league was. It would be Joel Embiid. So I feel like like I said, the big man doesn't really get the kind of credit that they deserve overall. Not just Joel Embiid, but as a whole, I feel like big men kind of get disrespected. You see Steph Curry pulling from 40. Bron doing what Bron do. KD is still KD, but he hasn't been healthy again. The best ability is availability. He hasn't been there. I just think all of that, Joel Embiid is the best player in the league, in my opinion. It's not a knock on anybody else. I think there's some other special players as well. But in this moment right now, I think Joel Embiid is the best player in the league. But what do you guys think, man? Sound off in the comment section below. Do you guys believe that Joel Embiid is the best player in the league? Do you guys have him as your MVP frontrunner or somebody else, man? Let me know in the comment section below. If there's something you want me to break down, something you want me to talk about, let me know that in the comment section below as well. And of course, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell so you know when I'm dropping the next video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.